A woman named Abby was visiting the Colonial Williamsburg, one of the world's largest living history museums, when she noticed a path to a basement somewhere in the building was open and decided to go down and explore, all by herself. This area is usually off limits, so she decides to pull her phone out and record.
I'm in Colonial Williamsburg, and this basement, I've never been able to go in here before. It is so freaking scary. Like, there are these what looks like prison cells down here. Look at these. Tell me it's not absolutely horrifying. What the hell? Did you see that shadow? Oh my God. Hello?
A sudden sound can be heard and then a shadow can be seen moving along the barrels from right to left. But when she pans the camera in the direction it came from, there's just a dead end. Abby believes the place is haunted and says she felt a strange vibe down there. But I'll let you make the final judgment. Now check out this video about a man who kept dreaming of a dark demon and woke up with bruises before he sees it for real. Trust me, you haven't seen a video like this. Just click the thumbnail on screen to watch this video now. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you over in the next one. Bark aggressively, seemingly out of nowhere, in one particular room. This strange behavior continues for about 15 minutes, so he decides to record the occurrence. When something chilling is captured, watch closely.
It has been freaking me out for about 15 minutes. I know, dude. What's going on? What are you seeing? And something's been spooking him. He's jumping around. This dude. What are you seeing? Why don't you back up, Charlie? I know. Calm down. It's okay. What are you seeing? You're freaking me out, buddy. Do we need to go? Should we go, Bubba? You tell me when it's time to go. Because I don't know what you're looking at, but when we need to go, you let me know, buddy. What's freaking you out, bub? Okay. Should we go? Yeah? You leave when we gotta go. As soon as you walk out, I'll be right behind you.
A small dark shadow, almost like a black orb, can be seen moving around the wall, causing the dog to behave aggressively as it reacts to the strange sighting. A female voice can also be heard whispering, "Get out." And the dog Charlie barks immediately afterwards, as if he reacted to it. You can see that whatever this is really bothers the dog. However, this isn't the first time creepy paranormal events have happened in his house, so he should trust his dog's instincts. The abandoned house. A woman named Andrea was renting a nice house in the middle of the woods to spend her New Year's Eve with her family. A few meters away lies another big house. However, Andrea has never seen any car parked or any people from that house. One night, while she's watching a movie with her mum around 4 a.m, they begin to hear loud banging sounds. But as they go towards the window to check, they realize it's coming from the nearby house. A few days later, and Andrea has been hearing these same noises every night. Thinking the house is abandoned and something strange is going on, she decides to pull her phone out and record as she approaches the house. This is what she captured.
Estoy parando en esta casa que tengo acá atrás, pero de noche escucho golpes en esta casa que está acá. Ahí. Me quiero acercar a ver si veo a alguien o a ver si veo algo. Creo que está abandonada. No tiene autos, no veo gente, pero a la noche se escuchan golpes. Me voy a acercar todo lo más pueda para poder verla. Es esta casa que está acá, miren. Voy a ir mejor por el frente de la casa, a ver. Tiene también esta casilla que está acá, pero está cerrada. Ay, escucho ruidos. Me vuelvo para mi casa, chicos. No sé qué pasa ahí, no lo sé.
Footsteps can be heard approaching, causing Andrea to get scared and run back towards her house. But what she didn't notice is at the same time as the footsteps are heard, something dark appears out of nowhere going towards the house from behind the tree. Some people say in the comments that they also see a dark figure in one of the windows, but I'm not too sure. Also, as she explains why she ran away, a disembodied voice can be heard in the background.
Como les dije, parece la casa que estuviera muy lejos, pero si vamos al dormitorio, la casa está pegadita al baño. Ahí la pueden ver.
Is this house haunted, or is there another explanation for this? Let me know. On the channel before, he recently moved from India to Dubai to escape a terrifying haunting in his house, but the activity followed him to the new house and got bad enough that he had to send his family away to live with his relatives. Zark often hears noises, but when he records, he realizes there's nothing there.
I think I'm gonna go crazy very soon because I'm hearing stuff and I don't recognize whether it's happening real or not, because whenever I record videos, when I play it back, all I get to know is that there's no sound in the video.
It's bad enough to the point where he can't always tell what's real or just in his head. He also explains that every night when paranormal events start to happen, the light switches in the house no longer work, even though all other electrical appliances are still functioning.
You know, one thing I always remember is, like, people ask me, why is the home always dark? I'll show you something. You see? The light switch, all three are on. I usually keep them on because normally during the haunting hours, the lights go off. See? If you go to my previous videos, you will see all these buttons, all these switches, they work for the chandeliers and the lights over here. Plus, you see the kitchen light is on, but there's no light. I'll show you something. See? The restroom. Nothing works. But rest everything works in the house, and that's the most strangest part. As you can see, the TV switch, the light is on. See? You can see the camera light is on. Even the switches. See? The red light. Even this. See? The internet light is on. So everything works at home except the lights during the haunting hours. I'll show you something as well. You can see this? All the appliances work at home except the lights during the haunting hours. I'm sorry, there's nothing much in the fridge because it's only me now. All I just eat nowadays is just croissant and I have some drinks. What's happening again?
He explains that whenever the light switches stop working, he knows that is a sign that the activity has begun in his house. Shortly afterwards, the hairdryer turns on by itself. He then goes back to bed to try and sleep a bit before he needs to get ready for work, but he is abruptly woken up by something utterly terrifying.
That's weak. I just woke up and there was some sound over here. But it's very strange that lights are on now. Normally there's no activities during the night, but I could hear some sound. Oh God. The haunting hours begin. The door just opened.
Some objects fall off the shelf on their own and the bedroom door begins to open by itself. And as Zark approaches to close it, what sounds like bare feet footsteps can be heard running towards him, causing him to panic and jump into bed. Zark has been searching for a way to get rid of this entity plaguing his home, but to no avail so far. So he endures the torment all alone for his family. Sarai received a doll as a Christmas gift for her young daughter, seeing as Christmas was just around the corner. Everything seemed fine at first, but it wasn't long before the doll began to activate on its own and start moving, along with other strange things that followed.
A esta muñeca se la regalaron a mi hija, esta ahorita para Navidad. Quedé sola yo aquí en mi casa hace como que unos 2 o 3 días y yo estaba acostada cuando sola empezó a sonar, pero si se dan cuenta no tiene absolutamente nada aquí, porque yo todo le quito, pues mira, si le tocas absolutamente todo se le quita, mira.
Sarai explains that the doll only activates by pressing the button on it, and the doll is only supposed to walk and sing at the same time. But as you can see in the video, the doll appears to blink all on its own, and its lips even smile when Sarai touches the doll. Now about 3 days ago, Sarai was home alone laying down at night around 2 a.m. when all of a sudden the doll begins to turn on by itself. Sarai stands there in disbelief before pulling her phone out to record this.
Mira, es lo que te dije, esta muñeca no para de moverse, estoy aquí acostada y mira, fíjate, no deja de moverse, no deja de sonar sola, yo no la he tocado absolutamente para nada, la he tocado para nada, la he movido y mírala. Y estoy totalmente sola, o sea, es en serio, no hay nada. ¡Ay, Dios mío santo! ¿Quién está ahí? ¿Quién está ahí? ¿Hola? Y es que no hay nadie, o sea, yo estoy sola en la casa, mira. No te estoy mintiendo, estoy totalmente sola aquí en la casa. La niña no está, porque pues la niña está ahorita con mi mamá, la niña no está. ¿Soy yo o la maleta se movió? ¿Quién está ahí? Virgen Santa, Virgen Santa. Esto se acaba de mover hacia mí. Se sigue moviendo hasta el... ¿Cómo se llama esa cosa de allá abajo? Estoy toda nerviosa. No hay nadie. Yo estoy totalmente sola aquí en la casa, mira. Estaba acostada, ya está bien tarde, son como la 1, las 2 de la mañana. Y esta bendita muñeca empezó, ya me da hasta miedo tocarla. Empezó sola a moverse, a cantar. ¡Ay, Dios! Intentaron abrir esta puerta. Intentaron abrir literalmente esta puerta. ¿Hola? No, pues que yo sé que no hay nadie porque yo estoy sola, pues. No hay absolutamente nadie aquí. Lo tengo más que claro, no hay nadie, mira. Aquí estoy yo totalmente... Padre Celestial, ¿soy yo? ¿Estoy mal o hay alguien allá parado? Esta cosa se está... Mira, fíjate. Va para el cuarto de la niña. ¿Te das cuenta? Mírala. Va para el cuarto de la niña. ¿Qué tienes, muñeca? Tengo nervios de tocarla. Muñeca, ¿qué tienes? ¿Por qué lloras? No llores. ¿Qué tienes? ¿Qué quieres? A ver, dime, ¿qué quieres? ¿Qué es lo que te pasa, muñeca? ¿Estás enojada? ¿Qué tienes, pues? ¿Qué tienes? ¿Por qué lloras de esta forma? ¿Qué tienes? ¿Qué vas a buscar al cuarto de mi hija? ¿Qué se te perdió allá? ¿Nada se te perdió en el cuarto de ella? Pues ya son, ¿qué les digo yo? Las 2 de la mañana. Miren, van a ser las 2 de la mañana. Está bien raro que en la puerta, exactamente en la puerta de mi casa, está llorando un gato después de lo que acaba de pasar con esta muñeca. Después de lo que acaba de pasar con esta muñeca, la verdad que... Vaya, estoy nerviosa, sí, por lo que pasó. No tengo miedo, no me da miedo de que una entidad, un espíritu, un demonio, lo que sea, esté aquí. Ya fui, ya miré, no hay absolutamente nada. No se logra ver bien por el vídeo, pero no hay absolutamente nada en el patio. Aquí totalmente sola, no hay nadie aquí conmigo. No hay absolutamente nadie. Oye, la muñeca. Mírenla. Detente, te vas a caer, detente. Miren, y no deja de moverse. ¿Se dan cuenta? Les grabé absolutamente todo lo que pasó con ella.
The doll repeatedly moves all on its own, then the bedroom door slams shut by itself, and a suitcase begins to move on its own. Even creepier is that the figure of a small girl can be seen through the window outside, before the doll starts to move on its own once more. And even worse, it begins to cry. Then she starts to hear a cat crying outside her door. Sarai believes the doll is cursed and haunted, which may be the reason why it was gifted to her. Hopefully she decides to get rid of it before things get worse. But as always, let me know what you think.